Hello, humans and dinosaurs. This is Lopho, and today we are back for another episode of Minecraft Dinosaur Add-on Review. So yes, a few days ago I uploaded the video called Arkcraft Honest Reviews Episode 1, and now we're back for Episode 2. So yeah, because there were so many dinosaurs that we actually had to make a double 2 series video on it. Yeah, first time ever. So yeah, anyways, today we're gonna wrap up showcasing all the dinosaurs there and giving my very personal opinions on it. So yeah. So first off is the Utyrannus, one of my favorite dinosaurs of this add-on because, like, look, it's Arkcraft add-on, which doesn't actually have the best models in the game, but look at it, like it's so much better than the piece of shit CompuCraft has pulled out. Like, look at it, it just looks so much better. Like, man, they really outdid themselves. Like, this Utyrannus looks friggin' awesome. So yeah. Also, this guy actually has 200 HP, which actually, by the way, the dev said it's only supposed to have 100. Apparently, someone messed around with the code. Yep. So also, you can only tame baby UTs. I think these are supposed to be baby UTs. And fun fact, they only have a 1% chance of taming. Yeah, a 1% chance. That's just stupid. So I actually increased it to 10%. So yeah, but still, like, yeah. By the way, you can't even mount them. They only give boosts, which kind of doesn't make sense, since you can ride them in Ark. So yeah, they really should have made these guys rideable. So yeah, pretty a shame. They can actually break through logs, which is pretty cool as well. They can just charge through trees and they're just gonna destroy them. Yeah, which makes it a really good resource farmer as well. So yeah, that's that. We got a Dune Pulmioscopius. So yeah, these guys are just really weak ones. They just drop small amounts of potions, of poison potions. Yeah, which is kind of ridiculous because the poison actually spawns a bottle, and even if you drink like the potion, you still get the bottle. So these scorpions in this add-on are basically free bottle dispensers. I don't know why they bothered to go with it. I honestly would have liked if they actually made them splash potions instead of normal potions, because splash potions don't drop like a bottle. But yeah, they did that. So Helicoprion, honestly, one of these creatures which I personally think is way too overpowered. It only has 30 health, but its hitbox is really big, and if you stay near this guy's gonna give you Wither, and yeah, which is really dangerous, considering the fact that this guy's like an underwater creature, so you have much lower chances of escaping this guy because you can't like sprint, unlike like swimming speed is just normal sprint, but in land, you can sprint jump to gain a speed advantage. In water, you can't really do that, so you're always going to be the slower one compared to other aquatic creatures, which makes this guy a literal death sentence. I don't know, this guy's a bit too overpowered. I might change it in the future, so yeah. So now this is the Marsonia, and I don't know, this looks so much like the one from the Chem add-on. Like, its colors, its textures, like, no, not the one from the Chem. Like, it looks like a mixture between the one from Mesozoic Biology and the one from the Chem add-on. Like, they just look so similar. Like, the model as well, the geometry looks super similar. It just could be just because they're Marsonia in general, but I don't know, they just look so similar. This model might be stolen? I'm sorry if I'm mistaking you. So yeah, it might not be stolen. It's just I can't really remember. So yeah, so that's Marsonia. Looks pretty awesome though. If it's the original model, then good job. Looks very nice though. Lambeosaurus, it's literally just a retextured Parasaurolophus that looks extremely ugly. So yeah, it looks super unoriginal. Like, look at it. This is Parasaurolophus. This is Lambeosaurus. They didn't even bother remaking the textures. Like, they look so similar. Like give them at least like a different pattern or something. Like, seriously, they even share the same pattern. Like, how lazier can you get? Like, just make this guy some stripes or something. Like, even the Lave add-ons do that. How could you, like, make them the same thing? At glance, I almost thought they were the same thing. And apparently, like, this is the lamb. By the way, like, I don't know, Lambeosaurus crest doesn't actually look like that. If I remember correctly, this part should be more frontal like that. But it also could be because it's a different subspecies of Lambeosaurus, because a Lambeosaurus lambe has the giant axe on his head, which this guy doesn't. So this guy might be a different subspecies of Lambeosaurus, since Lambeosaurus actually have like a bunch of subspecies whose crests look all different. So yeah. And apparently, these Lambeosaurus have fins on their tails, which suggests they might be like a semi-aquatic thing. And you actually need to use kelp to tame these guys, which even enhances the suggestion that they are supposed to be, aquatic animals. But the thing is, they don't swim. Like, they have all the traits of an aquatic animal, but they can't swim. Like, they just float. Like, no swimming animations. They just float. Like, why? You literally gave him a tail fin and stuff, and fins on its hands, and like stuff like that, and you're just gonna make him like drift like a regular zombie or stuff? Like, come on! So now this is the Megaraptor. It's a very controversial species, and it's completely debugged. So, yep. Originally the Megaraptor has this really cool bluish texture, which by the way my add-on does have. But yeah, in this update version they lost its textures. I don't know why that happened, but yeah. Its texture file might get corrupted. I might have a slight hint of why this is happening. So if you remember the video which I did on, diagnosing dinosaurs, yeah, it's pink, so which means its texture file has a problem. So yeah. It's definitely the texture file. So yeah, that's Megaraptor completely broken. So Tamer is a guy, it's like a trader guy that spawns in with 2 Megaraptors and with 1 Megaraptor. Like, why a Megaraptor of all dinosaurs? Like, it just looks like such a bad choice. Like, make it like a Parasaur or something. A dinosaur that can eat you. Like having a Tamer spawn on you would be like the worst thing ever. But just because of its normal, leashed villager traders come with llamas, this thing comes with a freaking 50 HP carnivorous dinosaur. Like, that thing's gonna be such an annoying thing. Like, why? Right, again, next, Elasmotherium. Looks pretty goddamn awful. Like, it doesn't look like one. Its eyes don't have the Minecraft feel to it. Its body is just like basically a rectangle. Yeah, apparently it's like a boss, so it actually has a bunch of HP. But the thing is, I have HP bars turned on. What? And it's all the way up here? And the Elasmotherium is said to have... What the fuck? What? 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 Why did they just drift off menacingly into the air? What? Whose idea was this? Whose idea was this? Yeah, so apparently everything about this guy's bugged. So, yeah, but a fun fact, if you actually don't set the HP value of a monster, Minecraft actually automatically sets this guy's HP to 20. So that's actually what's happening. So if you see, like, a fun fact, if you see like a mob here, and its HP bar, you turn HP bar on, and it says it has 20 out of a very large number of a large number of HP, it means that the developers didn't set an HP value on the creature. So all the default creatures actually come with a 20 HP value if you make a new creature, and unless you give them a new value, that's how their HP bar is going to be. And from what I've heard, this Elasmotherium is supposed to have 200 HP, which means that the devs actually, for some reason, they corrupted its behavior files. Yeah, it gives you this totally absurd thing, like Like, the true reason the megafauna disappeared, they didn't go extinct. They've just menacingly drifted into the air because they had enough of this shit. This is so hilarious. Someone make a meme out of this. So yeah, with the Parasaurolophus, so, but we saw that guy. So yeah, that's like most of these creatures that we showcased. So yeah, but there's a bit more to it. So let's go right up here. There are a couple of extra. Okay, there you are. Okay, there's the one. Alright, so this is the final batch of creatures. So yes, finally I can get behind behind all this add-on. Wow, but I must say though, add-on with this variety of creatures, like the creature variety is really nice, but like look at it. Some of these models are so good looking, and on the other hand, we have something like this. Like seriously, you have something awesome as this, like something such well done, and then you have something like as shitty made like that. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's so absurd. It's almost I'm feeling like they should like make him like add-on like separately. Because like look at it. Awful. Like on one hand we have gold, on the other hand we have a hot garbage. Like it's so like the textures are either it's like a hit or miss. Like some of them are really well done and the others are just garbage. Right, on to the next one, Thorny Demon. So these guys are just teeny versions of the thorny dragons that actually, you know, they just have 2 HP. So they're basically like the compies of the desert. So yeah, I personally find them really cute. I like them. They like baby ankylosaurs. So yeah, reminds me of this Umaso from You Are Umaso. You know, make him pink and give him some few spikes, and you have Umaso version of Minecraft. Now we got the trilobites. Now apparently these guys have been retextured. They actually look way better now that they're retextured. Yeah, I should maybe update my texture files to this. Update the texture files of my world to this guy. Yeah, maybe I should. Yeah, they actually look really decent. They aren't just the pale brown anymore, but they actually drown and they actually drop oil. So I don't know what oil is made used for, but yeah, a pretty cool addition nonetheless. Now we got the mammoth, which is different from a mammoth? I don't know. So apparently they try to replicate the Ark tusks. They absolutely failed at it. Fun fact, Dinosaur Times Mammoth also has double tusks like the one from Ark, and they did it way better than this one. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't like this design. Alright, so next up we have the direwolf, and let me tell you, this guy's really weird. Why on earth is this direwolf fire red? Like, what? Like, this makes no sense. Like, what's with this super bright ass coloring? I don't know why, but yeah, this looks super weird. So yeah, I think I talked about the direwolf in my videos before. I think last episode. I think yeah, but anyways, yeah, I really don't like the design. It doesn't look anything like a wolf. Like, I don't know what it even is supposed to be. It looks like some kind of weird Androsarchus thing. So yeah, so that's that. And of course, game, it has to rain. Like, it has to rain. Every single one of my reviews, you just had to put in rain, because rain loves me for some friggin' reason. Alright. Next up, we have the Argentavis. So, the Argentavis actually comes in 2 varieties. So, I think this guy is like the aggressive version, people said, and the brown one is the more friendly version. So, but I think you can tame both of them. So, yeah, it takes red paste to tame these guys, but I think in this new update, they actually changed their name to... Okay, these ores are in a very weird coloring. Okay, why the hell did they, like, retexture this iron ore? It looks so weird. What? Why did they give this weird, outline? Like, that looks so ugly. Why? All right. We also had this red pasting. So this, I think they renamed it to carnival kibble. Yeah, so that's the thing. And let me tell you the most ridiculous thing about it. There's only a 0.001% chance of you taming this guy with a kibble. Like, see? Like, you would have to do this around 100 times in order for you to get a tame. Like, do you know how ridiculous that is if you actually add up the numbers? And believe it or not, like this red kibble thing, this takes scorpion eggs. And you know what? Like, yeah, I do run across occasionally a few scorpion eggs here and there back in my series when I still had a scorpion, but 100 eggs! Like, I never had that many eggs. Like, I maybe had like 10 or 20 eggs at the most for the entire gameplay series before the scorpion died. And that was like 50 in-game days. Remember, we tamed that scorpion at day 1 or day 2. And this guy is still not, like, it's impossible to tame these things. And, like, just because, for frick's sake, I went ahead and I tamed one. I think it took me like 200 or 300 clicks. I was kind of unlucky. But anyways, yes, we got this guy. And guess what? It has 20 HP. 20 HP. That's like nothing. Like in this world, like you could anything could kill this thing in one or two bites. And you want to make me spend like 100 scorpion eggs on a mount that only gives like 20 HP? That's ridiculous. Like, even with all things added up, it's not even worth it, alright? Okay, so let me guys tell you the flying mechanism, because, yes, unlike some other reviewer who just shows only the creatures, I actually show you how the flying mechanism works so that you guys don't actually have to go around the internet trying to look for it. So, let me tell you how this flying mechanism works. So, you actually don't, you just gotta look up and this guy's just gonna fly up. It's actually that simple. But yeah, you actually have to keep looking upwards. You can't actually look downwards because then the RG will fly down. So that's kind of a shame. And also, this guy's really slow. Like I'm flying around and I'm having a really hard time trying to flying around with this guy. Like, unlike the Wyvern or the Quetzal, like this guy, like it's super hard to maneuver and it's so slow as well. Like, I'm not saying that it's bad or anything. Remember, this guy, whoever made this guy, had to make up flying behaviors from scratch. So, yeah, you did a good job. I'm just saying that this tame isn't worth the effort. Like seriously, like a 0.001% chance to tame is a bit ridiculous for a creature that only has 20 HP. I give this RG like 80 HP because it's a huge flying mount, and even then, I would have this taming percent around 10%. Like, even 10% is kind of ridiculously hard. But that's how, I think that's how most dinosaurs are, that's the taming rate for most dinosaurs in this game. And so I'm not gonna really bother, but 10% is okay, but 0.001%, that's a little bit too much, don't you think? So yeah, that was the RG. Yeah, definitely not worth it. I don't know. I remember I did remember trying to tame this guy for freaking ages, but it just didn't work out at the end. And I'm kind of glad it didn't work out. I'd be super disappointed. I'm glad I went for the Wyvern. All right. So next up we have the Pomioscopias, which actually got a remodel, and I actually prefer the previous model. Like, this guy looks so weird. Like, why does he have like this weird kind of? Why does he have like this weird claw, like scythe-like claws? Like, shouldn't it have like pincers? Like, I'm pretty sure that's what the Ark one looked. But I really prefer the original model. Like, this new one looks like a Eurypterid with a scorpion tail. Like, that's exactly what it looks like. It doesn't look like a Pulmeo at all. At least not like an Ark Pulmeo. The previous Ark Pulmeo looked way better. So, yeah. So yeah, they actually they do drop these scorpion eggs, which you make red kibble with. But yeah, I changed it because I didn't want like it to be reliable on a single species, because as I said, in my world, species, like, it is extremely worth less to make a creature, like make something completely dependent on a single creature, because yeah, in my world, like one creature spawn is like only like 1 or 5%, because I just have that many creatures. So right, so now we have the micro. Do oh yeah, these micro things. Yeah, their model looks great. Wait, seriously? Are you fucking kidding me? This guy also has these weird shitty teleportation behavior. Like it looks so weird. Like why would you make these? Like it looks so weird. Like why? Like this these letters on the top left, like these shouldn't exist. If you're gonna make this guy teleport to you, at least remove these letters because they're so annoying. Right, so these are the Microraptors. They do not look like Microraptors at all. Actually, they just look like they look like good looking raptors. Like the model itself looks pretty okay, but doesn't look like a Microraptor though. Yeah, I'd say looks you make it like a Bambi Raptor or something. Like the model itself isn't that bad. I'm really yeah, I'm dead honest about that. It does look pretty cool, but yeah, it doesn't fly like it just like why does it look like this? Like shouldn't I'm pretty sure the Microraptor did spread out its legs when it flies, but for some reason this guy doesn't. Like I don't get it. Like this guy just flaps around his wings and walks around. He's moonwalking in midair. How's that even a thing? So yeah, that's that. The Ovis, yeah, the Ovis are one of my rather favorite creatures of this game because their loot is insane. Like they give so much mutton as well, and I think like 2 or 3 blocks of cotton. And yeah, the Ovis are they just work like sheep. Like they're really good. So yeah, and you can dye them as well. And yeah, they actually come in like 2 color schemes. I think brown and white. So very nice. And then this is like the Nanuxsaurus. I have no idea why the hell someone would call this a Nanuxsaurus. First of all, like Nanuxsaurus was way smaller than this. Like Nanuxsaurus was like I don't know, like 6 meters long, and I'm pretty sure one Minecraft block equals like 1.2 or 1.5 meters of length. So this thing is at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, around 7 blocks long. That's like around 1.5 times bigger than the actual Nanuxsaurus. That's a bit too much. And of course, its texture is absolutely horrible. Like, what is this? No. What? I mean, no, well, not that. What is this? Looks like some kind of weird skeleton thing. I thought it was like a skeleton dinosaur because its texture was so weird. Like the texture is like just weird spotted things. Like, and it also looks exactly like the other guy, like the Teratophonius. Yeah, again, you can see laziness at its complete finest. Like, if you're gonna be lazy, just don't do it at all. Like, why would you bother making something and just ass off on it because you're too lazy to do anything with it? Like, just don't do it from the beginning then. There's so many laziness going on sometimes in this game. Like I'm gonna show you right now. Yeah, see? Okay. This is Nanuxsaurus. This is Theratophonius. Why? Like, it's literally the same thing. Like, why would you make them a different species? They're supposed to look completely different, but they look exactly the same in this game. Like, at least give them some sort of model change. Like, this is exactly the same thing. Like, I could say this is a female, this is a male, and people would believe it. Like, that should never be a case. Like, yes, you have a lot of species, that's great, but there's so much laziness going on. Like with the Utahraptors, Venatosaurus, Velociraptor, laziness, and the Deinonychus are just lazy as well. I'm glad they did change the Pomio though. That's because I guess they wanted to differentiate from the original Desert Pomio. But this thing is, the old Pomio did look better. So yeah, like there's like these occasional really good things like the Doidic and the Utahraptor, which I absolutely adore, and the new Parasaur was cool as well. Lystrosaurus is awesome as heck as well. But like it's just these kind of things that really put me off. Like this, like just laziness. Like you can see that the dev just put it lazy, and you'd expect this like to be happy about it. Like it doesn't make sense. Alright guys, so yeah. Yeah, I do like the models, but I think this update is really buggy. Like the Elasmotherium, weirdly flying around, the Yeah, the Elasmotherium flying around, and the Megaraptor's textures are broken. The Oh yeah, the Utah Raptors' weird command block things are super annoying as well. Same with the Microraptor. Yeah, genuinely, like, a lot of species, that's cool, but at the same time, like, there's so, like, it provides so much and so little at the same time. Basically the models being a whole hit or miss thing is also very annoying. Honestly, I'd rather have whoever made these kind of models and textures. Like I would have this guy on my team and just fire all the other makers that make other models, because these look really great. Like, these are absolutely breathtaking. Like, this UT is like the best UT I've ever seen in Minecraft. Like, it's way better than the Paleocraft one. It really provides everything what a person would expect from Arc UT, except it doesn't have a bite animation. But I'm pretty sure that's gonna get added someday. So, yeah, like, the other guys, like, just have this guy texture all the others. Like, even with a bad model, with a nice texture, it really makes the difference. But these textures are so bad as well. So, yeah, you just need to retexture your entire dinosaur roster, except for the ones that, like, like the parasol like texture. Like, this texture is really great, while the other one is kind of sucky here. So, yeah, just have, like, try to transform all your creatures into this kind of art style, because this art style is absolutely gorgeous. Like, I love it. So, yeah. I actually recommend you guys to download this add-on just for the Utyrannus. Like, the Utyrannus itself is making this add-on totally worthwhile to download it. Until the new, what formation thing? The Chem formation in the next version of the Chem add-on, which adds in Chinese dinosaurs, I think. So, yeah, that was my review. I'll give this add-on a 7 out of 10. Remember, 5 is the average add-on, so 2 points above average. That's not bad, but it could be better. So, yep. So if you enjoyed this episode, leave a like. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Remember, this is my personal opinion. You guys are allowed to love it. So, until next time, may the Jurassic Spirit be with you. Bye-bye.